Well, hello, folks out there in YouTube land. This is going to be a dicey show. Oh, yeah, things are getting very dicey for Braylon Russell, who's going to decide tomorrow at 7:45. Yeah, and this guy's going to be the thunder to our lightning with Peyton Lewis, who we got out of Virginia, probably the fastest running back in the country. So he would be the ideal guy. He's like 235, 240 pounds and runs like a freight train. I'm telling you, people try to arm tackle this guy, and he just goes through them like nothing. So he would be a great counter to our speed, because we've got a lot of speed backs. But our only bruiser that we've got is a freshman, and we've not seen him yet. So Braylon Russell would be a great get in the 2024 class. And again, they call him Thunder and Lightning, which would be ideal. But I don't know if Thunder's going to make it to Tennessee or not. There has been so much that's happened today over the last 24 hours. It's crazy. If you see here, Braylon has put out a picture of himself on Twitter in orange. He's wearing his uniform, the whole 9 yards. So what is going on? He puts that out. But I think the reason he did it is because Steve Wiltfong went out and put a crystal ball prediction for him to go to Arkansas. And actually, I was watching a video this morning. It was Boogie Bentley on Talking Vols, and I'll show you a little clip of it that got me thinking, no, this is not good. This is not a good sign. And I'll show you a little clip here.
Now, where it got interesting again yesterday, Steve Wiltfong puts in the crystal ball, as we call it, a spoiler. It's not your prediction of where this kid is going to end up. I think the way that you really dial it in and lock it in, stop allowing these guys to change their picks. He's one of the best in the business. He's great at what he does. I just don't like the crystal ball predictions. The interesting thing, after it comes down, after he removes the crystal ball, again, is it because information changed? Does he feel like he had bad information and the recruitment is still open? Again, a couple of guys I trust when it comes to covering recruiting is Austin Price and Matt Ray. They both kind of think this thing is still open. It's not over. He's trying to protect the decision.
So the concern there is pretty obvious. Steve Wiltfong talks to the guy, does an article, and then puts out a crystal ball based on his conversation with him. So that would make you think Wiltfong thought he's picking Arkansas. That's what I would take from that, and that's why I got concerned. But now this guy has decided to put a picture of himself in a Tennessee uniform out on Twitter, which is a very interesting thing to do, because now he set himself up to make one team happy and the other team really mad. And Wiltfong, I guess he probably feels like Wiltfong put him in that position because, he wanted it to be a surprise. Now, if he's going to Arkansas and he put the picture out there of himself in a UT Vols outfit the day before he's going to pick, that's going to make the UT Vols fans very mad. And they're not going to appreciate being played with. But if he picks the Vols, now understand he's from Arkansas, so if he picks the Vols, that's going to make Arkansas mad anyway. That's just kind of part of the deal. But I think this Wiltfong crystal ball thing's put him in a tough spot. So it's really hard to say. I felt like he was a lean Vol. And then I saw that Wiltfong put that crystal ball in there after talking to him, and I'm thinking, well, he's a lean Arkansas. He might have already made his decision. Usually when Wiltfong does a crystal ball this close to a decision, it's a done deal. So this is very tricky. If he put this out there solely to make people think, oh, well, he's still deciding between two, but he's already decided on Arkansas, that's not going to go over well. It's just not. So this is tricky, man. I'm telling you, you got to keep your cards to your chest when it comes to who you're going to decide, or you're going to make somebody mad if you don't. So this is very interesting. Now we're going to take a little look-see at what Arkansas folks are talking about when it comes to this decision. And this is on Fan Nation All Hogs. It says, Confusion Wednesday shows how emotional Hog fans will be when Russell announces. It says, if overreaction to not knowing how question marks work is any indication, Arkansas fans will lose their minds Friday, no matter whether the top back chooses Razorbacks or Vols. And again, you'll notice they're not even mentioned South Carolina. Obviously, Braylon Russell putting this out on Twitter hadn't got them all tore up. It says the state highway department might want to string a few nets along Arkansas bridges to try to stop him from leaving. And it said basic punctuation in the English language should include Razorback fans that this was an announcement, but that didn't stop them from losing their minds and sending radio hosts scrambling to see if something happened without their knowing about it. That being said, if Russell's social media is any indication, the people of Arkansas might want to brace themselves for another round of disappointment. With 4 of the top 9 players in the states heading to Power 5 teams out of state, that's not fun. When you have your best players in the state leaving, that is not a good sign. Says Russell's final list. We know the list, but it's only Arkansas and Tennessee at this point. South Carolina. Why can't South Carolina get a running back? What's the deal? Why can't Shane Beamer get a running back? He lost a great running back to NIL. You would think he could pick up a good solid 4-star. I just don't get it. That makes no sense to me at all. I thought he was the hot new coach. Says it should be noted that in another post, Russell shows he and his mother enjoying life in a party scene at Tennessee. Says the wind blows Friday. Hopefully for the sake of Arkansas fans, it blows northwest instead of northeast. Otherwise, Wednesday serves as an appetizer for a whole new level of crazy yet to come. So, yeah, the Arkansas fans are watching this one closely. And, again, this is an in-state guy. So it stings when you lose somebody you really want out of in-state. This is going to get tricky. So, look, there's two teams looking out. Obviously, South Carolina's out of it completely. It's just Arkansas and Tennessee. I don't know what to think at this point. I really don't. After the Wiltfong thing and the article, I thought he's all in Arkansas. We're done. Then I see this. I'm going, well, why would you do that unless all you want to do is you want the suspense and you want the attention? If he picks Arkansas, I'm assuming he just wanted the attention, and it's like, or maybe he feels like, you know what, I hadn't made my decision yet. Wiltfong's trying to put this out there like I did, and he may be deciding tonight. So it's really hard to say, but you talking about making things dicey, things are very dicey on his decision now. It just really is. And nobody knows what he's going to do. So anyway, I just thought I would cover this. And Boogie Bentley's doing a real good job on recruiting. I try to keep up with the recruiting really well, but he gets all through social media and gets in there and kind of puts his ear to the ground. And he's been doing a good job on it. So I thought I'd show you that little clip. But I don't know, man. You put that picture of yourself out the day before, and if you don't pick the Vols, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know. Anyway, if you like this content, be sure to hit that like button. Let's be able to continue to cover the Vols and recruiting, SEC, and of course all the other stuff that I like to cover, because you know I'll go off into a tangent every now and again. And if you've not subscribed, it's on your right, my left. Just boom, hit that little button. I would appreciate it. And right over here's the most recent video. Be sure to check that out. I would appreciate it. We'll see you next time on Sports Talk Jay.